From fixing phalluses on our head to shooting books, this is an update video for my current Battlemage melee Artificer character that I'm currently working on. So, welcome back to the channel. The name is Wolf, and this is indeed the level 12 currently melee Artificer slash Battlemage vibes character that I'm working with. Now, I just finished Lamordia. I'm moving to Ravenloft as I'm level 12, so it seems relatively on schedule, maybe a little late, but I'm just making it up as I go. I don't find most leveling guides to take into consideration my limitation, so we winging it. But yes, I'm going to show you some gameplay just here for the gear that I'm using, because I could use some advice on leveling gear, just generic leveling gear, or feats that I'm currently going with, or that I've gone through or have chosen, which has been an endeavor as well. By all means, you can check out the time codes in the description box below, but otherwise enjoy some gameplay, because that has been a journey. So far, the damage has been quite lovely for this character, a lot better than I was expecting, but the sustain has been quite rough. And I just recently took a feat that makes that sustain even more problematic, which is unfortunate. Let me go here. Let me pick up the dollhouse. Okay, come on. Pick up the old bones. Then we open the dollhouse, flip the switch. There we go. Should have buffed already. But yeah, I'm now half a Warforged, basically. I'm a fake fleshy. But in doing so, I've also halved my positive healing, which prior to this was full healing. So it's been quite the challenge to stay alive during Elite. Or not during Elites. Elites are fine. It's the Reaper challenge that I am struggling with. Maybe it's my gear. Maybe it's just the nature of that transition before you are fully Warforged-ified. I always get lost here at the beginning until I... Oh wait, I have to go to the left, right? Yeah. Always get a little bit of confusion going here because of the whole death that I had in my previous life. I kept dying to the exact same trap. Now, if you've played the Death House before, you know exactly what trap I'm probably on about. So I'm probably going to die to it again because I keep forgetting where it is. I don't remember it. Yeah, the damage is fine. I recently switched to the Barovian Bastard Swords. Prior to that, I was using the Macabre Bastard Sword, which hits like hell. Does a lot of damage. I've recently switched to the Barovian as a start of Ravenloft to see if that fits. And yeah, the book that I'm using, the book shooter, the Necronomicon, is kind of flat. It's very nice with the Ghostly and the Trap the Soul proc, but it's kind of underwhelming visually. Like, I mean, do you feel Battlemagey? I don't feel very Battlemagey when we see that. So hopefully we can find a new rune arm. Somebody told me that there is a decent rune arm that drops somewhere in Ravenloft, so I'm gonna check the gear lists and see where I can find them, if they're worth it, because I am using some Ravenloft gear already that I had laying around. I'm also using a bunch of Feywild still. You can see that in the buff bar, obviously. But yeah, maybe there is better leveling gear. I do hope that those who are watching and more experienced as me perhaps could give me a bit of a list or something, some kind of direction regarding the leveling gear that I need to pick. I'm so scared for the traps. See, I knew it was here somewhere. I may have a shot memory, but after 4 times dying to the same trap, I do learn. Come on. I do learn. Did I fail fixing it? Did I just misclick? Okay, we're good. Haha. You won't get me this time, Gadget. Oh, damn it. I forgot the key. Hold up. Hold up. You've got me this time, Gadget. It's fine. Normally, I run through these dungeons with nothing but, you know, nothing but some gutpa, some bravado, as the entirety of the rest of the group that I typically get queued in with runs like hell and runs like 10 times faster than me, even if I have striding 30. I don't know how they do it, they just do. So I always get a little bit confused about the path because I turn my brain off and then we just zoom. Ooh. Let's see, then we have, there's the key that we need to open up the door. Then we have a fight on the left. There it is. Yeah, most of these, I believe, are immune to, like, insta-death as well. So my my rune arm that has the soul proc. I'm not sure if it works on them. I haven't really seen it work on them. I will say though, using the rune arm has been a phenomenal thing. It definitely makes the character that's not perhaps designed to be a battle mage feel like a battle mage. And that's what I mean with the battle mage vibes. It just feels good. It just feels very, very good. Let me go open. Oh, hello. For a second, I thought I was in Reaper. Nearly had a heart attack, but that's okay. A little bit of heart attack never killed anybody, because if you die due to a heart attack, it clearly was too much of a heart attack, obviously. That's how these things work. Oh boy, hello. Yeah, 2 charges is also not very exciting. I've learned that the third charge is like typically where the power spike for the rune arms is. So I'm hoping that the wonderful nature of rune arms here is going to be enough to achieve at least a 3rd charge, or if I have to go to the next stage of gear beyond Ravenloft, so that would be what, Masterminds? Is that what people do after Ravenloft? Masterminds of Sharn? I do know that in the 3-Barrel Cove, apparently there's like an exciting one that people very much enjoy to use as a rune, like it's a cannon or something. Have not been able to find it myself, but people seem to be excited about that one, so maybe I have to pick that up for future runs, in case I want to use a rune arm. Because I have found out that the Arcane Warrior trait does not work, so that's kind of out of the window for a plan. Which also means that it doesn't really work on a potential Eldritch Knight, which is unfortunate, because I really like the way rune arms play. To be able to shoot books in this case, but use your quote-unquote magic gun, your magic pistol, during just melee, which is just very, very good. We also have like a wonderful clicky here with the haste boost, which makes it go so much faster. We have many, many charges of the haste buff as well, so you can actually use them quite well. And if you don't, slow yourself down by trying to record a video, you can probably use them continuously, because they last for like 30 seconds or 20 seconds. So if you know the path and you do a small enough dungeon, you pretty much are fully hasted all of the time. It is giving us quite the speed bump and damage bump as well. Speaking of, let me use it. There we go. Make sure that we use the book at 2 charges. We have a little bit of strike through action. Look at that. So I am already quite tanky using medial armor. The strike through is not super high yet, but I am noticing it, which feels very, very good. So let me see if I can get some boots here. Ooh, Keylock ring. Is that better than what I have? Or is that the same one? No, it's the same one, but no mythic on it, sadly. I can give it to my my sentient weapon for food then. But yeah, overall, very tanky. Sustain is a bit of a problem right now, but otherwise, an incredible experience so far, except for the fact that the vibes are off because we're shooting books as opposed to actual magic, but I am sure that will change. But let's talk about the build as we know it. So let us talk a little bit about the build so far, starting with our current leveling gear, because I feel like I could use some assistance here. I have just put my pieces of Feywild and mostly Ravenloft together, but I am starting to struggle with certain pieces, especially since I've turned to level 12 and I have this weird awkward sustain issue as a result of Construct Essence. But I feel like that's more of a feat thing. Maybe I can switch that out later, but who knows? Or fix it by just being higher level. Anyway, gear right now, we have a unfinished craft. I need 250 Kenneth crafting to get True Seeing, but this is my essentially level 1 goggles that I'm planning to use for most of my heroic life until I get my trinket at 20, the Master's Gift that I've decked out with some nice augments. As you can see, Master's Gift, Clearwater Diamond. I don't know if there's a better diamond, but that's what was recommended to me, so I went with it. Crown of Leaves. As you can see, I currently have 6 pieces of Feywild, mostly because I have not been able to find a trinket in the Feywild. I don't have it, so I might have to do some gear Tetris to get that 7th bonus if I want to just go for that completion instinct. But otherwise, I think I might start replacing the Feywild pieces. I do have a Sora Kel Wrath set bonus for leveling, maybe. I think that's level 12 or level 13, maybe even 11, I don't know. We also have 5 out of 5 pieces for the Mist, which is quite lovely. I don't hate the stats there, especially since it also amplifies the repair stat, which is keeping me alive. This is the unfortunate non-Feywild trinket. but just nice defensive stats. I wonder if there's a better trinket than this. There should be, right? We have the Cloak of Autumn. This thing is just absolutely busted, giving us both blurry and wind through the trees, starting at level 5. That's kind of cracked, right? Wind through the trees is insanely good. Love this belt as well that I found in the Feywild. I farmed it a little bit because I wanted to get a higher set bonus, but this belt by itself is actually quite awesome. Relentless Fury, Black Skill, Ferocity. These are not real rages, so there's no, what's the word I'm looking for? Exhaustion. Feels really good to use in the type of characters I play, so very happy about that. Keylock Ring. Mostly I use this for a set bonus, but since I'm an Artificer, this has been quite the nice bump in open lock, search, spot, and disable device. So I can actually do that as opposed to having to run into a trap and die because I don't have evasion, which has been a painful experience as well, not remembering where the traps are and then being told where the traps are by standing in them. We have some crumbling gloves because intelligence, shatter, you know, just some basic stats and mostly for the set bonus. I love these boots. These are probably my favorite level 10 boots in the game. I have not yet seen any better ones, but the speed 20, freedom of movement, reflex, natural armor, set bonus, just incredible. I probably should start augmenting these boots, but it's so like terrifying to me because I have not found any ways of like removing augments. So I don't want to put like really good augments into it either. But I probably should. It's time. I think it's time. It probably would give me a lot of power as well because I have not added a lot of augments. Unless it's items that I'm really sure about. Anyway, Ring of Spring Storms. Now, we were using a lightning weapon prior to this. I'm still using a lightning imbue. I was using the Chimera's Fang to solve an issue. More about that during the feats. But yes, as you can see here, this is mostly that still for the Feywild. And just amping up a little bit of damage in our imbue. It doesn't really do much of anything else because I had to switch out for my lightning spell. The lightning mode, but I'll get that back in and then this becomes better if I have not found a replacement yet. A little bit of double strike, a little bit of constitution, can't go wrong. There's like a lot of overlapping stats so far, but that's another problem with gear Tetris I find, especially this early. I am using medium armor because I don't have evasion. I have no plants in evasion, and medium armor is the lowest amount of armor required to get certain bonuses in my Artificer tree. So I'm running that. I don't have heavy armor proficiency yet. I will grab that in the future. So until then, we're running medium. Lovely piece of gear though. Lots of defense. I can't complain. And then we have, of course, our Barovian Bastard Sword, which is the typical free weapon. I was using the Macabre in Lamordia, which worked really, really well. So I might switch depending on what I need. And we're using the Necronama Cannon from the Feywild as well, which I want to get rid of because the projectiles feel very bugged. Even though it's a pretty decent defensive stat stick, the projectiles also don't feel very satisfying. And I can't go to charge tier 3, so it feels kind of bad to use in terms of raw damage as well, because it's all based around the Trap the Soul proc, which doesn't always happen, or they're straight up immune against it. So that's a bit unfortunate, right? So that's my current leveling gear. Other than that, I don't have Epic Destinies yet. It's mostly going to be Macrotechnic. I do have to figure out what my offensive Epic Strike is going to be, because the healing Epic Strike is not going to do any damage. But that's going to be a problem for another episode. We do have our enhancements right here. Yeah, we have the free point we got for 3 human into Blood Hunt in case we have lightning immune people and we need a little bit more damage. That's just not necessary, but I have it because why not? It's a free point. Battle Engineer. We're level 12 now, so I've started to pick up the Capstone. I will be picking up Infused Weapon as well with my next point. Oh, I actually do have a point, so I'm going to recall and pick that up. Infused Weapon right here. I'm going to pick up, of course, the Unlocked Potential weapon attachment, probably the Reconstructed Armaments. Yeah, the hand and a half training feels very, very good to use. Gives you some strike through, some bonus attack and damage. Feels very good. The haste boost combined with extra action boost is just delightful. Got a bunch of imbue and double strike. Agility engine is absolutely insane value. My god, look at that. Insane value for us. We have some intelligence. We have some faster rune charge. Very good stuff. I've started picking up some defenses as well. I might actually just reset this tree so I can work on Battle Engineer. But yes, we have picked up some easily fixed and armor mastery, some reconstruct in an attempt to heal others with our repair spells now that we are half a construct. So I have to start using repair spells more often. Also a chemical shield giving us immunity to magic missile, which is really nice, because in the Isle of Dread I died due to magic missile spam, so that feels very vindicated. And then in Harper Agent, we are using the Agent of Good with strategic combat to get to hit, because we're using an infusion to get the damage portion to damage on our weapon, which I believe is like insightful damage is the infusion called, I believe. But that's kind of what we have as far as the character goes. In terms of feats, in terms of feats, we have a whole lot of things. I'm still using Colors of the Queen and Enchant Weapon because I can run them past. I have 3 human lives, which is also where the Blood Hunt comes from. We have some tomes. Let's see. We have single weapon fighting, improved single weapon fighting, empower spell, quicken spell. Pick those up very, very early to help out a little bit. Another one that I picked up finally, which is where the problem came from initially, was the Bastard Sword Proficiency. I can't find it right now. I'm supposed to pick that up on level 4, but I picked it up at level 8, level 11. I had to use Fred for it. That's one of the reasons I was using the Chimera, because Chimera gives you free Bastard Sword Proficiency if you wield it, right? So I solved my issue there until I got a +2 Strength Tome. Thank you, Fox, for helping me out with that. So I got a base strength of 13, because once again, I clicked on the wrong button, right? I clicked on create as opposed to randomize during me checking out the races. It was also the only reason I'm a tiefling. I wanted to be an Eladrin originally, but here we are. But yes, so pick up, so when you do pick up Bastard Sword, make sure you have enough base strength to pick it up. It's worth it. It's so fun. It's so good. We don't have heavy armor proficiency yet. And then we have... What was the other feat that was important to mention? Oh yeah, Construct Essence. It's one of the Artificer bonus feats that I picked up. Here it is. This is like the reason why our stuff is a little rough around the edges as a result of the fact that we take 50% less healing from positive healing, but we gain 50% healing from repair spells. Oh, it's only a 25% penalty to positive healing energy. My bad. So it's still better to heal us with regular healing, but we do take a penalty there. So on Reaper, it's quite rough because that's an additional penalty to that self-healing while you're in combat. And I've noticed that as we level, not a lot of people heal others unless they are geared for it or setting up for it. Especially not if it's repair spells. So we have to be self-sufficient and do elite quite a bit to make sure we don't keep dying. But there you go. That's currently our build, kind of. Like I said, I'm gonna do the Master Maker into Battle Engineer probably, and then fill out the Master Maker further to get some tank going once we sort out our damage. Because we do tank a lot of damage already. I don't hate our amount of damage. It's just the sustain that's an issue. We can tank damage, we can do damage, especially once we upgrade our rune armor. It's going to be feeling really, really good again, especially against bosses, because bosses are immune to that insta-kill proc, right? So we get our damage back there too, so it's going to feel really good. But until then, sustain will remain an issue. Because if we don't kill them fast enough, we do take some damage, and a lot of tiny bits of damage will inevitably be a lot of damage taken. And I hate using potions. And look how slow this is. This is like probably my least favorite thing. Look how slow this is. That's so slow. And that's supposedly with... oh no, not without Quicken. It's without Quicken. Yet the repair spell, very good, but significantly lower in value and significantly more expensive as well. Because the Empower and Quicken. So, I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. I am familiar with Ravenloft, so I'm going to run through that. Thank you all so much for coming to my TED Talk. This has just been an update video. Hopefully you guys have some insight, maybe some recommendations, and I will see you guys on the other side. Thank you so much. Have a good night. I'm out.